But of course, there's a ton of men that were saying like, oh, I was using men. Using men for what? Free meal? Come on. Like, men are always like intentionally obtuse, and they're always like on the wrong side of history. So
You ever use a dude for some food? Yes or no? And be honest.
Yeah.
The ones you pick don't even have to take your ass out to dinner.
Lady is worth $400 million. She is not talking to you when you make $50,000 a year.
I'm so tired of you meet someone, you get your hopes up only to be let down.
In black dating, there's extra levels. It's like, no, y'all talk for 9 months first.
So I need somebody to teach me and help me understand, how do you date today's ninjas?
Welcome back to More to Life. All right, guys. Today, you already know what's going on. We have ladies sticking to, I can be whatever I want to be, accept me as I am. And you know what's happening? Black men aren't hearing it. Let's get right into this.
I'm in here as humbly as I know how to request some help, some assistance. Can somebody teach me and help me understand how to date the ninjas today? Today's ninjas, I need help in understanding, how do you date them? Because they really want you out here like chasing them, hitting them up back to back, boosting their ego up all day. Understand that I'm a woman who understands a man needs those kind of things. But I'm trying to get an understanding of how I get past the first week or two with you to get a comprehension of dating. I don't get it. I don't get it, and I know I don't get it because I've been single for this long, because I don't get it. So I need help now. Now Granny gone, and I ain't got nobody to really talk to like that. And so I keep, you guys know me. The humor is kind of dark sometimes. I ain't got nobody to talk to like that. I'm ready for companionship. I keep saying that, but I really mean that. I'm ready for companionship. So I need somebody to teach me and help me understand, how do you date today's ninjas? And how do I get married? Somebody teach me how to get married. That's all I'm asking, because I don't get it. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's them. I don't know if it's us. I don't know if we don't clash. I will continue to say I think my husband is like 45, 50 years old. Like, I really think my husband is older. He is not a man of this younger generation that I'm required to grow up with. So with that being said, somebody help me understand how to get in the room with my husband. Because, baby, if not, then train me on how to date these little ninjas, because I keep failing. They keep running off. Roster just dead.
Your roster should be dead. And the fact that you're thinking you're going to marry an older man around my age, she named my age. That's the golden age. Men at the golden age definitely are not hearing it, right? Because the men at the golden age are the first men who spoke out. You ladies don't realize it, right? There's trouble. You think they're going for that? You're talking about rosters, and you can't handle the guys at your age. So what's happening? Who are you dealing with? Who's passing you over? Who's playing games to you? And why are you dealing with them in the first place? You're younger. You should already be seeking an older man. But from the way you sound, he don't want you.
Been dating outside of their race, I shut my lips up. I shut it up because I get it. The state of black dating is so insane right now. Like, you would think that, like, oh, I like this person, they like me, let's date and be together. You would think it's that simple. No. It's these like, oh, everybody's playing it cool. Everybody's just too cool for me. Everybody's just so cool. Oh, I don't care. Everybody's like overly nonchalant. It's actually insane that everybody's suppressing their feelings. There's already so much trauma from everybody's last relationships. On top of that, you're expected to sit there and talk to someone. Like, we're adding extra steps in there. It's like, no, like, if you like somebody, date them. But in black dating, there's extra levels. It's like, no, y'all talk for 9 months first, then you date exclusively, then it's boyfriend and girlfriend, then it's engagement. And it's like, what the f is going on? What is going on? Mind you, the whole stage of like before we're boyfriend and girlfriend, could be like a year and a half. It's like, oh yeah, we've been messing with each other for a year and a half, but we made it official, 3 days ago. What are we talking about? It's like, oh, well, we talked for like 9 months, and then we dated exclusively for like, 3 months, and then we're boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, why is this so difficult? It shouldn't be this difficult. Dating is not this difficult, but dating in the Black community is like mental gymnastics. It is exhausting, and it makes you want to just say, you know what? I'm good. Like, it. And I, as someone that has dated outside of my race before, nobody else is doing this. Nobody else is doing this. It's just not happening. If you go up to some white people and you're like, oh yeah, me and my man have been talking, they're like, what the f***? They're like, what is talking? And you sound stupid trying to articulate what the difference between talking and dating is. They're like, what? That's dating. And I'm like, well, yeah, but it's insanity, y'all. Then on top of that, everybody's so scared to put their eggs in one basket, because you're putting your eggs in one basket, and the person whose basket you're putting all your eggs into, they're putting their eggs in 3 different baskets, and they're getting like boyfriend or girlfriend treatment from 3 different people, and you're sitting here competing with 3 different people that you didn't even know you were competing with. And then everybody's like, oh, well, I love you, I really rock with you, I feel you, but like, I just need to wait some time to see if you're gonna be my girlfriend, this and that. And it's just like, we are under spells, people.
Yeah. We're under spells of you ladies, right? Now, I will say this, because you see the other lady said, I'm having a problem dealing with these young men. But what happened is the young men were trained. What are the young men trained by? They're trained by results they're getting, right? Results they're getting in the dating market. So understand something. It saddens me, because they can't seem to understand you're all dating the same guys. Those all, no chop men, right? I won't deal with any chop men. Then they look on dating apps and find all the top guys. They go on the dating apps and date all the top guys. So understand what's happening, ladies. You're recycling men. That's what's happening. You're recycling men. And those men already are used to certain scenarios. See, you feel pressure like the other lady. She complained, why does it take so long to get out of the talking stage? Why does it take so long, right? To go to stage 2. The reason why it takes so long is because the men you're dealing with are used to that. Also, they shuffle and juggle. What are they doing, ladies? One in the air. So he's juggling. Melissa's here, Kim's here, Sharkeisha's here. She gives that good neck, so the man can't let Sharkeisha go. She got a big mouth and she got the guap 5,000, 10,000, right? She for a minute, and so understand that's what's happening. And then you expect it to change. How is it going to change when you aren't changing? That's the only way things get better.
They can't have a successful interaction with a man that if they see a woman giving advice to men, they don't like that. How dare you try to build up the people that won't accept me for me? How dare you try to give information for them to know and be privy to women like me? Something is not right. Something's not right. Something's not right with y'all. Something's not right with y'all. And then it's crazy because y'all be having sons. And I'm seeing why y'all sons end up with women just like y'all. Because y'all don't want them to be educated and take the hit that you're not a good woman. You're actually a horrible mother, and a horrible woman right behind it. That's a little scary to me. I have questions.
Take me as I am. The big thing with most of you ladies, it's gotten out of hand. It's gotten to the point where it's no saving you. It's no saving your sons. You're raising man-child. You're raising the man-child. This is the future of the man-child. There will never, again, there's some guys out there, but not really. To lead the future, who's out there to lead the future of the community? No one.
Really has to be like the worst time in history to be dating. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's social media. I don't know if people too much access. I don't know. It's so many think pieces on why dating is so hard. But I'm just tired. Like, I'm so tired of you meet someone, you get your hopes up only to be let down. Like, it's only so much of that you can go through before you lose your mind. So I'm tapping out. I'm going to say what happened with me. Like, I'm going to tell you guys what happened. So, talking to a guy for like a little over a month. Really good. Nothing crazy, nothing bad to say. He pulled away for like 2 days, which I thought was weird, but I'm like, you know what? Okay, things happen. He hits me up. Or no, I actually call him. I FaceTime him. And he answers, and we're talking. He's like, well, I need to be honest with you. I need to tell you how I'm feeling. And I'm like, what's up? Mind you, everything's been great. He's going to say, I'm not going to lie. I'm not the tattoos on your face. Mind you, I've had these for years. Mind you, I've had these when he met me. Well, not when he met me, because I've known him for a little bit, but he's seen these for years.
You know what she's not realizing? The man is thinking about a female that's going to be the wife of his kids. Like, imagine you going to PTA meetings with tattoos here and here and here and over here, and you want to show them too. Ladies that have tattoos want to show them. A lot of men don't like that. Men will accept it. Men will sleep with that. But have that long term? Not really. See, she's facing a harsh reality. When females are younger, and the smart ones think, I don't want to get a tattoo that's too visible because I'll get older, right? So what ladies will do, they'll get it on their back, they'll get it on their legs, somewhere they can cover up. You got it somewhere when you go to a PTA meeting, bah! The smack center in the face.
Could you have just left me the phone? If you don't like girls with face tattoos, why have you been talking to me for the past month and a half? Mind you, prior to him, it was some more bullshit. Like, I'm tired. The girls are tired.
The girls are tired. What do you think the men are? I mean, a lot of this stuff is happening to us.
How dating is going for anyone else out here in this world, but for me, it's so exhausting, okay? You either get men who are very rich or got good money, but they're so into themselves. I actually had someone, I asked them 3 words to describe your personality in the positive way. He said, winner, successful, and rich. I said, describe your personality.
That's all it needs, right?
And then you get the guys who are working on themselves or say they are healed, but then every time you get a chance, they are reminding you of how unhealed they are and can't even hold a conversation, or emotionally intelligent is non-existent.
You know what? See, that man can't please you. Do you know? So I'll give it like this. There may be maybe 5% of the population. They say, oh, I want more. But the 95% of the population go, I think it's good enough. Right? When you get to the point where you need certain things paid or you need bills paid on time, then in your head, you're going to be saying, I'm so happy I got with this man. Actually, you know what happens? She won't say that. You know what she'll think of? She'll think in her head, after she been with him for 9, 10 years, then divorce him, take half of his money. That's when she'll be thinking it. I'm happy I got with the rich man, right? Because why? Why are you going to think like that? Because that's usually the time, 10, 11 years, where they go, getting bored now. That happened because he's rich. Because a lot of times, those rich guys, they may not get divorced. Sometimes they do, but the numbers are lower. But usually it's lower when a rich man marries a rich female. So what guys are looking for, they are looking for females that are grind with them. But maybe that'll be you, but you're complaining about that? A man can just move on to somebody else. Let me let you understand. Most females want this. That's why men end up this way. It may not be your fault, but if the majority want that, that's what a man's going to work himself up to get.
As to why people believe that the current black dating experience is terrible and how we got to this point. This reason is a combination of two issues, right? I have no facts to base this claim on at all, right? You're just going to take what I say and just roll with it. I believe that black people are disproportionately affected by, if I say this shit behind a screen, you're going to believe what I say more. That phenomenon, again, have no data to prove that up, but there is a reason why Tyler Perry stopped doing plays and started doing more movies. When niggas hear something in person, they are questioning everything. They use their brains, they think logically, critically, they go step by step and break everything down. When they hear it on a screen, they just take whatever they say and just go, oh, okay, fuck it, that's just the way it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get.
I just stop it right there. Because from what he said right there, right, I'm not bashing about it, but females are showing on the screen. And I will say this, and I say it all the time. A lot of females are doing it for the money. But why would you want men that feel a certain way for money? Wow. Think about it. It's because they're not doing it because of that. And how can men tell? Sisterhood. You guys see the conversations that's happening. You see the chants, women are ranting, they're getting together saying, my body, my choice. And that's fine if it were just my body, my choice. Right? But the way they scream certain things to the mountaintops, 4B movement, I choose the bear. The my body, my choice was fine. But things have gone too far. And men have been seeing this for the longest time. But I got to say this, right? It's because it's facts. And what I can say is when the manosphere first got popular, I know some of you may be tired of hearing this, but I have to say it. I always knew I was kind of like Nostradamus. And why was I like Nostradamus? Because I was from the land of the modern woman, New York City. I saw Sex in the City live in action. So seeing that, could you understand how I would see there's no hope? Listen, when the Man Affair was happening, I was already here because I knew things weren't changing.
I would like to date men that I find physically attractive. And I was reading the comments and I was surprised at just how many women completely understood what I was talking about. Like how many women had dated men that they found unattractive for various reasons, which I'm about to get into. But of course, there's a ton of men that were saying like, oh, I was using men. Using men for what? What was I using men for? A free meal? Come on. Like men are always like intentionally obtuse and they're always like on the wrong side of history. So
We know, Flacker.
so that's why I ignore a lot of male comments. I think that so many men misunderstood or like missed the whole boat here because they would never ever do anything for a woman that they weren't attracted to. They would never take a woman seriously that they weren't attracted to because that's not the rhetoric that was taught to them. Women, you know what? This is actually a whole conversation. I want to get into it. Marketing wise, women have always been marketed. I don't know if this was just like an overall grand scheme to make it possible for men to have access to women, especially men that didn't have money. I don't know if romance is all a marketing scheme so that even like broke men or like unattractive men can have access to women. But like growing up, even all of the Disney movies, Beauty and the Beast, there was always like, you know, some unattractive man. What's that one with the Notre Dame, the Hunchback of Notre Dame? There's always some gorgeous woman, some smart woman, some funny woman that ends up falling in love with a man that's like barely human. Okay. And this is how we were taught. This is how what we were raised. You know, you got to look outside of the looks. There's so much more to life. There's so much more to men. He could be the one. Men are literally taught to shoot their shot. Hey, you never know where it could go. You never know where. Whereas when a woman says something, the first thing they do is attack us based on our looks. The first thing they do is attack us based on our age. Okay. Every single time. Men are just not taught the same rhetoric. They're constantly encouraged to like date outside of their league. It doesn't matter if you qualify. Just put yourself out there. Give yourself a chance. For women, my friend told me this years ago and it's always stuck to me. Women that are unattractive are invisible to men. They're not going to do a damn thing for you. They're not going to hold the door open for you. They're not going to ask you what time it is. They're looking past you. They're looking through you. And that's just like how it always has been. Yes, I acknowledge the fact that like I think it was a form of self-sabotage because I wanted to have my wits about me when it came to dating. I wanted to be able to walk away at the first sign of disrespect, disloyalty, a breach in trust. If a man was abusive to me, if a man was a liar, I wanted to be able to walk away level-headed. And I felt that, and again, self-sabotage, I didn't know how I could continue to love myself and accomplish everything I wanted in life if I loved a man just as much or more. I never used men. Like I never used men for resources. I never used men for their time or whatever. It's just that as a woman, I have the ability to see men outside of their looks. Like and I feel like actually this is a whole nother topic as to like why women are more able to have like male friends. Males are not as easily able to like be good friends to women because they have a hard time treating women well outside of like their attraction to them. And that's why it's always been difficult for me to have male friends because at some point they always overstep a boundary. They always like try to shoot their shot or do or say something sexual. And it's just that I would never cross that line with a friend. The male friends that I have now, it's like I had to fight to keep them in my life because I had to discard their sexual plays and stuff because I like them as people and I had to be adamant and firm that this is who you are and either we're going to be friends or we're not going to be friends at all. And it's like a conscious effort to keep men in your life in a platonic way.
Yeah, that's sad, right? Because this girl, right? If you see her, I don't want to show it, but this girl is walking around with the stuff. She's buff with the stuff. And a man is going to be a friend with you to go the distance. Men know this, though, but I don't know why you have a hard time understanding that. Man, it's going to be friends with you going, I know it's going to be a chance. And he's hoping and praying and wishing for that chance. This girl got a body. And her face is not bad at all. She look good. A man's going to be thinking, yeah, I'm gonna get my shot. You have to understand, men are men. Men want females. What are they supposed to be, gay? A man can put it to the side. He can be your friend, actually. He can put it to the side, but it's gonna be that one day he's gonna be like, she looking good. Or if he gets the opportunity where you're home when you're drunk one day, he's gonna tap.
And it makes you think, well, geez, would this guy even be a friend to me if he didn't find me attractive? And it's just, that's how it constantly is being a woman. Whereas me, I don't care what a man looks like. That doesn't affect my ability to give him advice or to comfort or encourage or support him as a person. But for a lot of men, it is. So that is my and I'm done.
You're
I'm
using
getting
men.
to know. No,
You're
I'm not.
using
Excuse me.
men.
Hold on. I'm getting to know men, and I'm getting to know what I like and what I don't like. So
You ever use a dude for some food? Yes or no? And be honest.
yeah.
All right then. So you're using men.
But I don't need to go out to dinner. I
Yeah,
don't
the
need
ones
to
you
go-
date, the ones you pick, don't even have to take your ass out to dinner. They can pull up in some basketball shorts and some flip flops and wear your ass out. You're using the men that you don't like. If you do not like them, do not go out to eat with them. Do you ladies know what date means? It means dick at the end.
No. It's
Yes,
not.
that's what date means.
No, it's not.
Okay. If she won't with you without you spending money, don't fuck with her. Ain't no man should be used for no food.
We got to keep it a bean. We have to, ladies. We do. We got to look at the numbers. I found this information on Google. What did I use? Google AI mode. You need some numbers on anything, you can simply search Google AI mode. It's going to pull the sources where it's from. Look at this. Research shows that 22 to 33% of females, that's 1 in 3 singles, have gone on a date with a man primarily for a free meal rather than a relationship. So the other lady said the same thing. So that's how a man's gonna feel. The man may stick with you and be a friend if you look good, but you see this lady would have got other guys, so you understand why so many men are done. And then the other brother, oh, you know, guys on the internet behind the screen, so guys believe it. So I can show a fact like this. You believe it's behind the screen, or you can look it up yourself. Like, men are not dumb anymore. The social behavior is officially studied in social psychology as a foodie call. The exact number of men affected globally is difficult to quantify due to underreporting and changing dating demographics. So what does it mean? It's probably more like 1 in 2. 33%. It's not that far from 1 in 2. Think about it, 33%, 50%, 17%. Probably more like 1 in 2 and 2.5 and 3/4. Men know what's going on nowadays. So that's why men are dumb. And you have to understand. You did it to yourselves, ladies. That's why men don't want to be bothered anymore.
That lady is worth $400 million and has co-founded or founded $4 billion worth of business. She is not talking to you when you make $50,000 a year. And that's not shade. That's just honesty.
I mean, but it is shade. Even if we accept that it's truth, it's shade. I think it's perfectly reasonable to say, look, I received Emma's message. It hit me in the chest. I appreciated it. And it bothers me that those of you who don't appreciate it, who aren't feeling it the way I'm feeling it, are saying negative things about this message that I found so much value in.
No, you can't do that. That lady was cooking and she was right. Right? If she makes 400 million and did $1 billion in business, she's valuable. She's bringing something to the table. A man that doesn't make that will say, I can't be with this woman. But if you, on the other hand, are making 70,000, of course, every female is hypergamous, but you want a man to bring 200,000 to the table? And a lot of times that's not the case. They say, I want a man making $500,000. It's a difference. You don't qualify.
That is perfectly fine. But then why are we catching strays because we have a difference of opinion and feel that we, the poors, can still have an opinion? I feel like we have this predisposition in society to value the thoughts, the opinions of the wealthy, and those of us who are not are therefore not allowed to or can have no opinion because The value of a human being's thoughts and opinions is only measured by how much money they've acquired. We're not talking about what it takes to be successful. We've left that to Emma. What we're saying is this messaging about work from home culture being harmful is harmful to us. Yes, those of us who are the thousandaires, because these other corporations are seeing, because this message is being shared so broadly across so many different platforms, interviews. And this is like the message of her.
You know what happens? Because she brought up work from home culture. Actually, I work from home, but I don't do the work from home you think. I used to, right? That's when you're working from home and you're working for someone and doing minimal work. What I teach guys and also girls too, how to work from home and how to be the boss. You understand? Like, say if you have someone work for dollars, you turn around and have them making you thousands, right? And then you have 3 or 4 gigs in one thing on one website, and then you have 10 gigs on another website, and you have people doing the work for you. What can you do? Scale and grow. And the sad thing is, and I teach this in my consultations, and I show the problem with society. I show people that are living overseas making $35 an hour. I show why. They say to people in interviews, I need someone with experience. Why is that? Because that person over in Pakistan is making $35 an hour. And you paid all that money to go to college, and you're probably not even making that. You see the problem, ladies? And look how you're talking. Because you're not making that, I would need a man that makes more. And the wild thing is, a guy can come to me and pay me $100 and make that money. Not millions, but if you're smart enough, you can make millions.
Press run for this book, and it's not being relegated to business podcasts. It's being shared everywhere to everybody who wants to hear it. And so we're hearing it and we're having opinions. Yes, can you imagine? The pores can speak too. So yeah, we do have this predisposition to value the word of the billionaires above those of us who, I don't know, are human, have a conscience, a soul. We might be poor, but we're not bad people, and we shouldn't be insulted because we have opinions that don't align with the opinions of the wealthy.
No. You don't qualify. You shouldn't have the same conversation as her. You see it all the time. You know, if you see a girl on television getting certain things, that doesn't mean you deserve to get those things. And that's what happened. There's a difference in cultures. You understand? You don't fit into that culture. So you shouldn't be wearing the same kind of bag. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for watching. Be sure to subscribe. I put a lot of thought into this. Other than that, peace out. See you next video.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.